44 years of age, I'm still looking for a dream. The war's already waged for my destiny. But you've already won the battle, you've got great plans for me. Though I can't always see, I got a couple dents in my fender, got a couple rips in my jeans, trying to fit the pieces together, but perfection is my enemy, and on my own I'm so clumsy, but on your shoulders I can see I'm free to be me. When I was just a girl, I thought I had it figured out. See, my life would turn out right, and I'd make it here somehow. But things don't always come that easy, and sometimes I would doubt. 'Cause I got a couple dents in my fender, got a couple rips in my jeans, gotta fit the pieces together, but perfection is my enemy, and on my own I'm so clumsy, but on your shoulders I can see free to be me, and you're free to be you. Sometimes I believe I can do anything, yet other times I think I've got nothing good to bring. But you look at my heart and tell me that I've got all you seek, and it's easy to believe, even though I've got a couple dents in my fender, got a couple rips in my jeans, try to fit the pieces together, but perfection is my enemy, and on my own I'm so clumsy, but on your shoulders I can see. Got a couple dents in my fender, got a couple rips in my jeans, try to fit the pieces together, but perfection is my enemy, and on my own I'm so clumsy, but on your shoulders I can see I'm free to be me, and you're free to be you.
Thank you, Katie. I'm Reverend Therese, and we welcome you here today at Unity of Wilmington. Free to be you and free to be me. We can go home now. Thank you, Katie, for those words and for the melody and the reminder of the truth of what Unity's message is. No matter where you are, no matter where you've been, free to be me and free to be you. So it's July 4th. It's a day of celebration. It's a birthday, so maybe we're going to have some cake later, I'm not sure. And we get to celebrate our freedom. Do you understand that it is quite a privilege to live in this country, to be who we've come here to be? And the United States was founded on religious freedom. I want you to hear, it's not freedom from religion, it's religious freedom. And so in Unity, we celebrate the many paths to the one God. We celebrate how it is you celebrate your divinity. I believe every single person, everywhere, no matter where you live, is divine and has wholeness and is a child of God. One presence, one power, active in the universe and in our life. When you go to a Unity Center, that's what you're probably going to hear. One presence and one power in, through, and as each of us. It really is something to cause great joy and celebration, and always brings a smile to my face when I think of that and I remind myself of all that I am and all that I've come here to be. The affirmation that I chose for today is, through God within, I am grateful to be free. So let me say that again. Through God within me, I am grateful to be free. Say it with me. Through God within me, I am grateful to be free. There is nothing greater outside of you than what already exists within you. And that's what we remind ourselves of every week when we come here to Unity of Wilmington, and you come to classes, you see the midweek meditation that Reverend Mindy or Reverend Nikki do. You listen to the music that Katie provides. One message, that we are free to be who we've come here to be. So today I'd like for us to make a declaration of independence to let go all of those things that no longer serve us. Anybody have one of those things? Yes? Think about it. The things that don't serve us, it could be a habit, it could be whatever it is that comes to mind. For me, it's my love of dark chocolate. It's a great thing, dark chocolate, but I don't need to have it every hour, right? So I'm going to be free from having dark chocolate every hour today. It can be as simple as that. It can also be the reminder that we are brilliant, magnificent, beautiful, funny, talented. And when we play small, it doesn't serve us. So one of the things I'm going to invite you to do today as well is to let go all of those small thoughts about yourself and let them be big, like tonight where you might be seeing the fireworks, and they're big, yes, and they're bright. So are you. And so tonight when you're watching those lights and the celebrations that are happening, whether in person or on TV, on your tablet, wherever it is, remember that those are reminders that you carry the light within you, and your job is to be bright and to pop and to celebrate yourself. I think there's three things, there's many, but three things that I was able to bring into, I guess, a workable time for us today. Three things about being free. One, freedom is a state of mind. Really the basis of all that Unity teaches. Number two, trust in God. It's on our currency. It's on the money we use. It's the way that we remember the truth of who we are, to be spirit-led when we let go our ego that no longer serves us, and let's just move it aside and come from spirit. And then freedom to live from a state of gratitude, to be grateful. So today I'm grateful to be with you. Grateful that I'll be teaching for a week up in Chautauqua to represent Unity. Many things, and I wonder, maybe you'll make a list today of all of the things that you're grateful for. How many know what the root of the word freedom means? It means the power of self-determination. Because nothing outside of you is wrong with you. Nothing outside of you can influence the way you think. We get to make those decisions. We sometimes think that's what happens, don't we? I do. I forget from time to time. Wait a minute. I can't make them what's wrong with me. I get to decide how I'm going to respond instead of react, right? So we get to remember these things, and that's what's so great about these Unity teachings. They're practical. They allow us to live each day from the position of knowing our truth. And that means we've probably prayed, we've done some meditation, maybe we've read something that's inspiring like the Daily Word to help us get our mind back on track. So our experience in life is based on our consciousness, what we're aware of, everything around us. That helps us determine how it is we're going to then see life, yes? So that's why we got to get everything straight inside, everything in order, so to speak, yes? Because if we have everything in order and we understand that everything is for us, then everything that gets projected out is a blessing. Now, when I'm not in all of those places, my projections are less than blessing. They're not necessarily pretty either. And so then, boom, back to the middle, get to where it is that I can remember, oh, wait, I come from a state of blessing, and my job is to bless. So we get to declare our freedom this weekend. Now, there might be a barbecue, right? But our freedom is what we're celebrating. And of course, celebrating always involves food and drink. And so have at it, be safe, and celebrate a good and healthy day today. When we forget, when we believe in lack, when we see something that is having too much influence on us, then I invite us to come back in and start from that place of freedom to be Spirit-led, to trust in God, and to start from gratitude. Because life is happening all around us, always and in all ways, isn't it? And it's been an interesting year and a half, isn't it? And it has been, and it will continue to be. So we have to be mindful of how it is we're showing up. How much do you let the light of God come in through and as you? How much time do you spend celebrating the truth of who you are? Those are the questions that you get to ask yourself today. We don't have to have a lack and limited thinking. And when it shows up, we get to go, oh, wait a minute, what am I grateful for? So last week when I was grand-sitting my number 8 grandbaby, I was so grateful that he was eating prunes. I wasn't thinking about the fact that maybe they might come up a little later. So when they came up and I wore them, I was grateful. He got the prunes. We know he maybe likes them, maybe doesn't. And then I got to see, oh, this is what it looks like when you wear prunes from a baby that I got to be with. My 8th grandson, his name is Harrison. Do you know that you are the heirs to the abundant kingdom of God? That's another way of thinking and celebrating today as well. Being present as you look around. Yes? Wait till y'all see your sanctuary when you come back. It's gorgeous and beautiful, loved, and top of the line. So do you know that you're a possibilitarian? We get to know this about ourselves. The possibility of being free from all of those things that don't serve us, from the thoughts that are tying us down, so to speak, we get to untie and we get to be free. Independence is a day that we get to stay centered in and remember, oh, I get to have independent thoughts. No matter what I'm hearing on the news, no matter what's showing up in the newspaper, online, Instagram, TikTok, whatever all of those things are that I know nothing about. And then we get to shift our focus to have an interdependent relationship with those in our lives and with the God of our understanding. So imagine, interdependence means we get to walk as one. Interdependence means I see and recognize the divine in you. No matter what clothes you're wearing, what hairstyle you have, if you have freckles or not, we get to have an interdependent relationship together, which means I allow you to be you and you allow me to be me. The freedom, as Kate's saying, to be you and the freedom to be me. And when we're free, then we join together and we become one in consciousness. That's a united front, and that's why we're called the United States. And yet, are we? So this is you and me getting to be who we've come here to be, to make sure that we feel united, that we have this sense of interdependence with each other. One nation under God, indivisible. Everybody breathing? Scripture tells us, know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Oftentimes, when it's quoted, you just hear people say, oh, the truth will set you free. So I'm asking you to step back a moment and then realize I have to know the truth, and then the truth will set me free. So there's always us being involved and being accountable and responsible for ourselves and how it is we show up in the world. Again, part of our freedom. Myrtle Fillmore, our co-founder, says that the truth of God is not found out in the world. It is found within you. It is found within me. It's not a new thought, although that's the genre that unity comes under. New thought, how Jesus lived his life, how it is we get to be practical in our daily workings, in our daily living, in our loving. Freedom comes when we open our hearts and we see with the eyes of spirit, and we allow ourselves to be spirit-led. That draws us then to be the expression of freedom, the expression of inclusiveness, the acknowledgement of each other's divinity and wholeness. God-given lives that we get to celebrate every day. To remember. What are we going to remember when we're at the fireworks tonight? We are the light of the world. Our light is what's important. Have a friend that can help you with your dimmer switch if it's a little low. And you can say, hey, I've forgotten. Can you help me remember? With God, I believe we experience freedom. Having a life that's spirit-led so that I can choose the thoughts that, in fact, influence not only my life, but those lives that I touch. So no matter what's happening outside of us, again, the news, the weather that's coming up on the East Coast, allow ourselves to breathe through it and know we are never alone. One presence, one power, active in the universe and in our lives, God, always and in all ways. So we're created equal, right? We get to be spirit-led, and that means what? We get to express happiness. We get to pursue liberty. And we get to decide, oh, how will I be that in someone else's life? How will I allow them to be them, and I get to be blessed by their happiness or their pursuit of liberty and justice? Always a question. Albert Einstein said, they're all holy questions. And he encourages us to live there in that state of curiosity and wonder. So my prayer this week for us is that we celebrate, starting today, all that we are, the holiday of freedom that expresses in, through, and as us, and that as we feel maybe restrictions, we're going to allow them to let go and send them off somewhere. Write them on paper, do a burning bowl ceremony, just let those things that restrict us go. Figure out where they're attached to the ego part of us, and know that our consciousness of freedom is what then sets the tone for the rest of the day, and how it is we're going to interact with all of those we come in contact with. I believe it's God's will for us to live from this state of abundance, to express and experience the freedom of choice. James Finley says, to be who God willed me to be is to know freedom. To be who God wills me to be is to know freedom. My favorite mantra is, I will to will the will of God. I have a very active mind. I speak fast. And so this slows me down. I will to will the will of God, which means I get Therese out of the way and I let Spirit lead me to know that freedom for me then is to be what God wills me to be. To ask my soul, what do you want me to know today, so that I can be you expressing in the world. I remember when I thought faith was something you got outside of you. Go to the store, get your milk, your cereal. Oh, I'll have a box of faith too. When in fact, faith comes up through us. It's something that we're born with. We get to engage it and live from it when we choose. So if those negative feelings start coming, you can say, hey, get out. You're not paying rent. Get out of my thoughts. And come back and centered into, I now put God first in my every thought. Imagine if every thought we first had was of God and God's will for us. Spirit, universe, whatever word that you might use for that is greater and good and bigger than us all. So today we're decreeing Freedom and declaration of independence from fearful thoughts, things that no longer serve us, habits that don't serve us, mind games that we play with ourselves, actions and behaviors, we let them go. And we stand in the truth of the knowing that I believe in myself. And the freedom to believe in God in, through, and as me happens today. No matter what shows up in our lives. No matter what diagnosis that we might get from the doctor. Because who's the prognosis? God. Yes. Doesn't mean we don't do what the doctors say. But we remember, I have a freedom to choose how it is. I hear things. In God we trust, is what it says on our currency and our money. I want always, every day, to have freedom from fear. Freedom that allows me to be courageous and sometimes audacious. That might surprise some of you, that I'm bold. You have to remember, I'm the fifth child of 11. You have to be bold if you want to get anything done in life, right? And so a new attitude, a new flair. When I came in and I got to see Katie's hair, I thought, wow, look at her. She's got some sass on her, and she's going to play music for us today. And she has. And it moves us. Free to be you, free to be me, over and over again. We get to let go of the past. It doesn't serve us today. We stay present. We don't have to even go into the future because we don't know anything, right? We're not in control. So stay present to the moment. Enjoy the freedom that comes. Are you with me? Yeah. It's a great place to start from every moment. It's a great place to live from, being spirit-led, trusting in God, having an attitude of gratitude, and knowing that I'm in charge of my consciousness. I'm in charge of how it is I think, how I act, how I react or respond. And when we respond, that means we've taken a moment to breathe first and stay present and remember that anything outside of us is not the truth. The 12 powers, the divine attributes that we have, they're all inherent in us, and we get to live from there, to celebrate ourselves today, to work and know that as spiritual beings, the human experience happens, and then we get back to our truth. Spiritual beings, knowing that everything that happens for us is a blessing, which is a blessing and a lesson, kind of merged together. And everything's for us to make us be the best person, the best expression of God here and now. And so as we prepare for a time of meditation and a time of being together in silence, getting prayed up is what I like to say, so we can deal with life as it is. We agree in this Declaration of Independence not to postpone any freedoms that we have, to embrace all that is ours as a gift, affirming our right relation to God, getting prayed up, centered, asking, what is mine to do today to be freedom expressing? So as you're comfortable, close your outer eyes and take a deep breath and have another breath as we spend time together in this moment of meditation and quiet. We use our breath as a tool to take us ever deeper within, where each of us meets the God of our own understanding. And so we breathe. And say to yourself, I honor my divinity. I honor my divinity. I embrace my wholeness. I embrace my wholeness. And we let that have its way in through and as us. And I affirm for you that freedom is the result of each of us finding our oneness with God. Let that have its way, embracing you. Freedom is the result of finding our oneness with God. One presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives. Acknowledging our wholeness. Acknowledging that we matter. Each of us is important. To this day, to this Declaration of Independence that moves us into interdependence. One presence and one power. And we allow peace to surround us right here and right now. The peace of God coming in through and as you. Your shoulders are lowering. Your tongue comes off the roof of your mouth. And we let go the busyness that brought us here this morning. Peace. Be still. Peace, be still. We say thank you for the wisdom and the guidance that our quiet time makes manifest in, through, and as us. We give thanks for the many expressions that we are in this world of God. Joy and happiness, freedom and independence, quiet and peace. We open our hearts to the fulfillment of health and prosperity, freedom, audacity. We allow for the freedom of choice, to be Spirit-led as we make decisions about our lives. As we make decisions about how it is we will be God expressing in the world today and tomorrow and the day after. We give thanks for the unity teachings, for Unity of Wilmington, for the very presence of you. The light of God surrounds you. You are the light of God. The love of God enfolds you. You are the love of God. The power of God protects you. You are the power of God. And the presence of God watches over you. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are and I am, God is. And because God is, all is well. Take that in the quiet moment of your heart. We embrace this gift that we call unity. Free to be you and free to be me. And so it is, we let it be. Amen. Many blessings.
this ain't coming from no prophet, just ordinary me. When I close my eyes, I see the way this world shall be when we all walk hand in hand. When the last child cries for a crust of bread, when the last man dies for just words that he said, when there's shelter over the poorest head, we shall be free. When the last thing we notice is the color of skin, and the first thing we look for is the beauty within, when the skies and the oceans are clear again, we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. We're free to love everyone we choose, when the world's big enough for all different views, when we all can worship from our own kind of pews, we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. When money talks for the very last time, and when nobody walks a step behind, when there's only one race and that's mankind, we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud. We shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free.